Hey, what's going on guys? It's Phil here from STV Sydney Trains Vlogs. I'm going to start off by saying it is really windy today, so if the audio is a bit rustly, it's because I'm using the microphone on my earphones that is tucked into my jumper to avoid the wind noise, and the rustling sound will be because I'm moving around a little bit, but I'll try and avoid doing so, which is why I'm just going to stand still and talk. What I'm going to be doing in this video is telling you guys a bit about myself, sort of like a get to know me video. I've done a couple of these before, but since the last time I did it, I've gained about 1,500 more subscribers. So, you know, as you all know, my name's Phil or Philip, and the channel is STV or Sydney Trains Vlogs. The reason why, well, number one, the reason why I'm a transport enthusiast is pretty much because I grew up around trains. My grandfather was a transport enthusiast as well, or mainly trains, and he always used to take me out in the trains between Windsor and Richmond, and I started to get to know bits and pieces here and there about trains because of my childhood, really. I grew up in the Hawkesbury area, mainly in Richmond and Windsor. I started travelling on trains by myself when I was about 14 or 15 in 2006. In 2006 is when I started learning about the various types of trains like S-sets, K-sets, Endeavours, and all that stuff, like how to tell them apart by these set numbers or set plates. I am currently at the Richmond Oval filming this video, trying not to squint too much as the lighting is perfect and the background is good when I'm facing into the sun. Now, to do with this channel, what got me into filming was watching other vloggers, like people that just film their everyday life pretty much, watching their videos and thinking that maybe I could sort of create something to do with video blogging or vlogging trains pretty much. So I had an idea one day to go out to Central Station and pretty much point the camera at a train and start recording, saying what the train type is, the set number and whatnot, and kind of make it into a bit of a series sort of thing. I didn't plan to continue filming, but after uploading plenty of little clips and getting very, very low view count, the vlogging made the views spike. I gained subscribers very fast, so I just kept on filming and filming and filming and filming, and that's pretty much where it's got me today. I've got over, not just in Sydney, not just with trains, buses, whatever, I've got, I don't know, maybe 1,500 vlogs all up in Sydney, New South Wales, Melbourne, Victoria, and Brisbane and Gold Coast in Queensland. I film various modes of transport like trains, buses occasionally, ferries rarely, and sometimes light rail, but mainly to do with trains. Now, one thing I will just clear up, because the channel name is Sydney Trains Vlogs, and I do film like trams and buses and everything like that in Sydney, and also film out of Sydney. The Sydney Trains Vlogs is just the name of the channel. Sydney is where I'm based. Trains is what my hobby and passion is, and vlogs explains itself. So yeah, at the point of filming this video, I have 3,796 subscribers, so 4 off 3,800, getting close to 4,000, which is awesome. I never expected to get this far, and I don't know. I appreciate you guys watching. I couldn't have gotten as far what the hell, as far as I've gotten without you guys. There's, I don't know, been so many cool videos. There's been blooper reels, there's been lots of historic events like the last day of the Vario trams in Sydney, the last day of Newcastle, the first ever passenger service for the South West Rail Link. Also an exclusive sneak peek at the South West Rail Link before it even opened, so that was pretty cool. And also a lot of the Trans Perth B series deliveries. That'll be historic in a few years. And also recently, the Sydney's iconic single-deck red sets, set number F1, formerly M1, returning to special services, starting with the New South Wales Transport Heritage Expo. I had filmed the first run on the main line in about a decade, or a bit more than a decade, for F1, so that was pretty cool. So I've been following the Red Set project a lot, and I'll continue to do so. So stay tuned for more of that. Upcoming videos, I'm just speaking about lots of random stuff here now. Upcoming videos, we've got Sydney Trains Vlogs the Movie 3 coming. I don't know when I'm going to be uploading that, but that one will be a bit longer than the first two movies. Also, the third movie will include clips from Queensland, Victoria, and of course here in Sydney. And will include trams as well in all three of those states I just mentioned. And maybe a clip of a plane. What did I film? I think it was an Etihad Airbus A380 landing at Sydney Airport and turning around to one of the runways where it passed really, really close, and I just liked the view. So yeah, that's all exciting stuff. Another thing that I'm working on is putting all the clips of the Red Set F1 that I've filmed together in a non-narrated lengthy video. It's starting to get really windy here, so I'm going to have to watch the video once I've filmed it to make sure you guys can actually hear me. Yeah, anyway, quite lengthy video about the Red Set for every clip I've filmed in and outside F1. So that should be pretty cool. My goal for that video about the Red Set is 40 minutes. I'm currently up to 31, so that should be uploaded soon. And I'm also organising a couple of other things to add to that video with a friend of mine as well, so that should be pretty cool. And my travel series, you know, that's going pretty good. The reason for travel series is to pretty much show people who can't get out and travel on Sydney's trains, or people who live interstate, or people who live overseas that want to know what it's like to travel on Sydney's trains. Then yeah, that's pretty much the point of travel series. The future of travel series, I'm hoping to add buses to it at some point, ferries even, that should be pretty cool. Also Sydney's light rail, and another thing which I'm pretty excited about is expanding it to different states of Australia. And a couple of you have asked me about going overseas. I have nothing planned just yet, but I really, really want to go to New York to film the film trains at the New York subway, and also the station with the most platforms in the world. It has about 45, something like that, is Grand Central in New York. I randomly want to go to LA to film their metro network, and yeah. I hear a hero behind me. Anyway, what was I going to say? I'm not going to stop recording. Geez, the wind is blowing all my thoughts out of my head. No, 2019 is something I want to talk about. The year 2019. I'm going to walk back to the chair where I've left my stuff. Excuse the sun for a minute. 2019 is going to be a big year. As some of you may know, we have a new light rail line being constructed, the L2 City and whatever it is, light rail line. That's supposed to be completed in 2019 with new trams included. And something which I'm really excited about is the Sydney Metro, our driverless trains, new stations from Epping to Rouse Hill and Kajagong Road. That will all open in 2019. So that's a really exciting year. But let's not forget, before 2019, they've actually got to test these new trams. They've got to, or light rail, they've got to test, the new metro trains, the driverless metro trains. So that should be pretty cool. But I'll be sure to be out for the first day of operation for the Sydney Metro, and I'll be filming at each of those stations to kind of see how difficult that will be with the screens that they'll be having on the platforms. But it shouldn't be too bad. I'll also end up doing a tour of the inside of those trains and seeing their driverless. You'll be able to see at the front and back of them. So I'll film from the front in both directions on the line, and I'll film from the back in both directions in 4 separate videos. But yeah, that's in 2019, so plenty of time to prepare for all of that. But yeah, that's pretty much all that's going on with me so far. The third movie is going to be filmed in chapters, so about 7 or 8 chapters. So Sydney suburban, outer suburban and intercity, regional. Melbourne's trains and trams will be in 1 chapter. Brisbane and Gold Coast's trains and trams will be in a separate chapter. And yeah, but yeah, that's all I've got to talk about, I think. So anyway, actually I do have another channel called Abandoned Oz. It's about exploring abandonments like abandoned houses, abandoned schools, abandoned hospitals, disused railway stations, just to document these abandonments before they're knocked down, in appreciation of natural decay, not vandalism. I will clear that up. I am not a fan of graffiti, and I am not a fan of vandalism. It makes things look crappy, and yeah, I hate it. So I clear that up. But what I aim for in filming for Abandoned Oz is just to film what was sort of thing. So you go into, say, an abandoned school and you think, okay, well, it's all smashed up now. There's probably crap loads of graffiti on the wall, and you're thinking, one day, or years ago, whatever, this place used to be thriving. There used to be school kids running around learning, getting an education and things like that. So that's pretty much and just like train stations that are dormant, they're not taking passengers anymore and all that stuff. Like used to take trains, passengers and whatnot, but now they don't. I've filmed at Ropes Creek and Dunheved, and I've filmed 1 abandoned school, a hospital, a few houses and a mansion there. So yeah, it's pretty exciting. But anyway guys, I am going to wrap this vlog up. Sorry about the sun, I'm walking back and forth because I don't want to stand here in one spot like a tool. But yeah, that's all I've got to say. If you have any questions, appropriate questions, yeah, please keep them appropriate, not rude and all that stuff. If it's going to be rude, don't bother commenting. But no, in all seriousness, if you guys have a question to ask me, feel free to ask, and I will reply to the comment as soon as possible. But on that note, I'm going to wrap this up. Don't forget to give the video a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, favorite the video, and also if you like what you see and want to share my channel to groups, pages on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, wherever you would like to do so, you can. So thank you for watching, and goodbye for now. Stay tuned for more vlogs.